footage from the last two games?
Yeah, I burned it. Had to contact YouTube to pull it down off the cloud. All right, here we go. It is Wayzata in their blues on the right, going from right to left, and Rogers in their whites. Here comes Rogers. Right off the bat there, centering attempt luckily was shot wide. And it's going to be the Charlie Nelson line. Looks like the same, at least initially the same lines as yesterday. Nelson with Upsall and Harmon. And we've got Curry and Preston defensively. Here's a little turnover at the side of the goal. We'll give Tierney credit for a save on that one. I think it was going wide, but Tierney will grab it. We'll get a face-off. All right, Weingartner on the draw here. Boutwell defensively. Another shot right on, and Tierney will freeze that one. All right, let's try it again. Puck is sitting in the dot there, a couple bodies on top of it. Finally, Pate's going to grab it out of there. We'll reverse it on the near side here for Boutwell, off the board. Centering attempt there. Nice play by Nussbaum to knock it away from a hard-charging Rogers player, a Royal. I think they're the Royals at youth. I know they are at high school. This is Peterson now getting it to Pate. Up the gut, Pate against about 4 white jerseys there. His shot kind of skids into the corner. Peterson down there trying to help. Now puck comes on goal and Rogers will freeze it. right, Nelson on the draw here. It's Nelson with Turunen and Olsen now. We're missing a forward. It's Nick Willett who's out with an injury, so it looks like we're double shifting the centers here. We've got 2 centers and 3 sets of wingers. So this is Nelson trying to pull it out of the corner. Now there's a bunch of bodies over there. Olsen grabs it off the boards, shoots one that the Rogers goalie has to kick the left foot out to save. Now it's Preston trying to hold it at the blue line. He does, and now finally Rogers clears it away. Good stick there by Olsen to get in the way of that transition attempt, and now just missed the connection with Nelson, and this one should go, no, icing is waved off. Rogers will have to grab it in their own end here. It's Harmon on the forecheck, Upsall out there on the far wing. Nussbaum tried to hold there. It's chipped by him, and it comes to Boutwell. A lot of snow over there in front of the player bench. Boutwell fishes it out of there to Upsall. Back to Nelson with a nice move to the backhand, forehand, and chipped it there. It went past the glove, but just wide. Good opportunity there by Nelson. Now it's Rogers going off the boards, feeding it up ahead. They've got a couple bodies here now. One down low, tried to go to the backhand. Tough, high degree of difficulty on that shot, and it goes wide. Now Upsall gets a stick on it in the neutral zone. Again, trying to get it towards Harmon. Rogers intercepts. They try to backhand it in. It comes to Boutwell. He goes off the boards to Harmon in the middle towards Weingartner. Trying to get control of it. He does. He's across the line. It's to Peterson now on the right side. There's a shot. Didn't get all of it, but Rogers' goalie had to make the save. It's Peterson again battling along with Weingartner on that far post. Nothing doing now. A long shot from Preston, and we'll get a face-off in the Rogers end. Weingartner on the draw here, trying to use that backhand to bring it back to the point. Instead, Rogers takes it and rings it around. Curry jumping into the play nicely, sidesteps one check. Can't avoid the other, but Peterson helps out and comes to Weingartner. Weingartner looking on the far side for Preston, who was sneaking down from the point. Preston trying to center now, and it comes back to Peterson covering at the point, down to Preston. Preston with a nice move to get around one, shoots from a sharp angle, rebound on the backhand. Couple of nice attempts there by Preston, nothing doing, and now there's a foot race back down in the other end. It's Curry, a couple of white jerseys down there as well. Centering attempt comes to Pate. Pate with some speed, gains the red into the Rogers zone, tried to feed it through, and a good play by the Rogers defenseman to take the body there and knock it off Pate's stick. Now it's Boutwell trying to poke that one, and Nussbaum covering. Good play there by Nussbaum, and it's going to come back to Major. Now he'll feed it up to Pate, backhanded pass to Nelson. He's got some speed here, trying to cut into the middle, sticked away in behind, and Rogers will send it out to the blue line. Boutwell now over to cross rink to Nelson. Nelson looking for somebody. He's got him right there. Shot attempt, rebound. I don't know if either one of those made it on goal. It was Turunen in front. Definitely didn't get everything that he wanted to on that one, but a great opportunity. And then Olsen on the follow. I think his rebound attempt was blocked by Rogers. Now a good play by Nussbaum, stepping in from the point. Turunen on goal, and the Royals goalie will freeze it. Good start by the Trojans here today. It's Weingartner, wins the draw back towards Preston. Preston's going to wrap it around behind the goal, and then Rogers does the same into the near side corner. Curry jumping down there to try to make something happen, and now Weingartner peels it off the boards, trying to cut to the middle, knocked away from him, and here comes Rogers. Harmon covering defensively, knocks it to Curry, gets it to Upsall. Curry took an awkward hit into the boards there. Hopefully he's all right. He's hobbling as he goes off the ice there. Now here comes Rogers there across the blue line. Shot there. Tierney got it with the blocker. And it comes to Weingartner now to Upsall. Upsall's got a couple with him. Boutwell drops it to Boutwell. Boutwell over to Harmon. It was a good try on that 3-on-2. Just couldn't quite connect. Now it's Harmon. It comes off the boards, goes to the backhand. Tried to center that. It was deflected in behind. As Wayzata gets some fresh legs out here, the Royals are going to fire it all the way down for an icing. All right, so this will be Nelson on the draw. He's out there with Pate and Peterson. Puck comes to the point for Boutwell. His shot deflected into the corner. Peterson gets it back to Nussbaum. Bouncing puck now towards Nelson. Nelson into the corner. Trying to shake free and leaves it now behind for Peterson. Peterson cuts out middle. Nice pass to Pate. Pate with the shot just wide. Good forecheck here by the Trojans. Rogers clears it, and it's going to be Boutwell at the blue line. Over to Nussbaum, up the middle for Nelson. Good regroup there. Nelson 1 against 3. Pate's going to pursue. He got a stick on it. Rogers now sending it backwards in an effort to clear the zone. Now they're just going to fire it. Nice play by Nelson to get a stick on that clearing attempt, and it comes to Pate. Pate down the left side. Backhand was trying to shovel it in front for Upsall. Now it's Pate and Upsall down in the corner, taken away, and here comes Rogers outside the zone. It's Olsen back covering defensively, gets it to Preston. Preston was looking for Upsall, knocked off his stick right when he went to make the pass, and now Upsall chips it out in the middle towards Olsen. Turnin trying to win a puck battle there, and it's Preston again to Upsall. Upsall with some space, gives it to Turnin, trying to sort of split the D's, got it through to the backhand, up and over the net. Nice attempt there by Turnin. And now it's Rogers back the other way. Boutwell there trying to get to a loose puck. Nice move there to spin away from a defender, feeding it up in the direction of Weingartner with a half a step here, but he's on the backhand. Had Peterson streaking down the middle, but couldn't quite get to it. Now it's Boutwell in a battle down in the corner. Peterson will join. He's pinned to the boards, still battling. Weingartner, now Harmon jumps in on the forecheck as well, and it's going to be Peterson in the far corner. Back to the point to Nussbaum. Nussbaum with a little time over to Boutwell for the one-timer. Didn't get much on it. It hit Weingartner, who now controls in the corner. Far side again here. It's Rogers trying to clear the zone. Peterson and Harmon. Now Boutwell steps up to keep it in at the blue line. To the backhand. Knocked away, and now it's Rogers back the other way. Trying to chip it ahead. They've got an opportunity now. They're in. Shot and a nice save by Tierney. It's underneath him. He didn't see it. And now he drops down, and we get a face-off. Nelson on the draw here. Upsall almost got to that D-to-D pass attempt there by Rogers. Instead, it's going to be Pate carrying it into the Rogers zone. Got kind of hung up at the blue line, so Wayzata will have to regroup. Pate will dump it in. Upsall on the chase here. Pate also there. Preston jumps in nicely to intercept that breakout pass, but then it skids off his stick. He'll keep it in, though. Now it's Upsall down at the goal line looking for Nelson at the hash marks. There's a couple of white jerseys in the way there. Rink wide pass attempt by Rogers now comes all the way back to Olsen covering at the blue line, and now it's Preston for the Trojans. Couldn't quite get it out at the line. It looks like Olsen is taking a shift at defense here, as I haven't seen Curry since he hit the boards awkwardly. Olsen now down the right-hand side, trying to sneak it into the zone. Held nicely by Turnin, kicks it, and stolen by the Royals, and here they come. Back check by Peterson there. Rogers follows. wide there. Sharp angle shot with the backhand is steered away by Tierney. Gonna come to Turunen here on the left wing side. He's denied, and it comes right back into the corner now behind the goal. Nussbaum with a little bit of space here. Puck comes off his stick and held. Shot attempt was blocked and then cleared now by Olsen. Good play there by Harmon to steal that attempt. Now it's Harmon looking for Boutwell. Boutwell's got it. Left wing side to Nelson. Nelson into the zone. Top of the circle. Puck, rolling puck, kind of skidded off his stick before he was able to do anything with it. Now it's Nussbaum stepping in. Nice play. Centering attempt. It's Nelson. Spins, shoots. Just misses that high short side corner. Now it's an Upsall to Nelson with a shot. That one's blocked. And now Harmon almost was able to steal that and keep it in. It bounced over his stick, comes back to Boutwell. Nice regroup here, it's Weingartner. Weingartner with some space to the backhand. Just couldn't quite pull the trigger there, and now it'll go into the far corner. It's Peterson on the forecheck over there. Harmon joining the fray. Backhanded clearing attempt just past Boutwell's glove. Look out, Rogers has numbers now. Backhanded flip pass goes off of Preston's stick and into the corner. It's Peterson now. Backhand pass up to Weingartner, trying to get by one. He does. Second guy hit him a little late, but the puck comes back to Preston. And Boutwell will backhand it down into the zone. Pate there lays the body. Weingartner over there, he's probably going to get 2 for that, yeah. We'll get a tripping call against Weingartner here. He's a little frustrated. He took a body check out well after he had lost the puck on the rush up the ice, and then maybe out of frustration kind of chopped down the Royals player. So it'll be a 2-minute power play for Rogers. Face-off is won by Upsall. Back to Preston, who sends it all the way down, so we'll try it again. So it's Upsall with Turunen, the 2 forwards on the 4-man PK here. Preston and Curry. Good to see Curry back on the ice for the Trojans. Preston face off again into the corner. Preston will fire it down. And we will try for a 3rd time here. This time the draw is pulled back by Rogers. Upsall there hounding his guy on the far side. Rogers trying to play catch here at the high point. Now they get it down low. Trying to peel out of the corner, looking for the guy here in the left circle, and Turunen intercepted it and got it to Upsall. Upsall curling across and was looking to get it back towards Turunen. Good try, but Rogers got a skate on it, and now a shot attempt comes wide, and Boutwell will have a chance to gather it in for the Trojans. Back to Nelson now, up the middle to Turunen. Boutwell grabs it to Nelson. Across the line, going wide. He's got a step shot and a save. Rogers' goalie doesn't know where it is. He looked behind him. It's hung up in the breezers there, so it'll be a face-off in the Rogers end with just over a minute to go on the Trojans penalty. Face-off 1 back to Nussbaum over to Boutwell, and he'll just send it down and then intercept the clearing attempt here as Rogers tries to gain control. Nice job by Nelson, and it comes to Harmon. Harmon 1-against-1 gets to the face-off dot. He shoots, he scores! It's the patented Tex Harmon high shot in the corner from the right wing side, and it's 1-0. A shorty for Tex. That's Olsen and Turnen on the PK here. It's Preston and Curry still defensively. Now a turnover here by Rogers. Comes to Olsen. Now to Turnen. Trying to cut to the middle. Taken away. Back the other way. Preston once again hung up in the snow in front of the bench. We came on for this game on dirty ice. It had already been a period from the previous game, and it's a little choppy out there. Now it's going to be another icing by the Trojans. They do the ice every 2 periods here, regardless of which game it is. So the previous game, they did the ice between the second and third, so we came on, and there will be a resurface between the first and the second period of this game. Nice job here by Olsen to feed it down into the Rogers end, and a good aggressive forecheck by Turnen to hound his guy and waste the last few seconds of this penalty. Rogers will dump it in behind. Comes all the way over here to the right wing side, and now it's Olsen with an interception and gets it to Weingartner. Here's Weingartner with a head of steam. He goes to his right. Curls, sharp angle shot, handled by the Rogers goalie. Now a dangerous cross-ice pass. It was almost a centering pass right back to Weingartner, and it's Pate stepping in. Goes to the backhand, trying to feed it in front. Knocked away, and Rogers will try to get it all the way down, but that has no chance with all the snowbanks over by the player boards. Now it's going to be offside at the blue line on the stretch play there. It's Nelson on the draw here. It's Nelson with Pate and Peterson. Puck is controlled by Rogers. They try to feed it in front. Good stick there. And it's Nelson gets his hung up in the snow again there, as Nelson had a chance there on the break, but couldn't fish the puck off the boards. Now Nelson with a good steal again, but look out, it's Rogers cutting towards the front of the net, now behind the goal. And they go to this near side. Good play by Pate to step down and make sure nothing came of that. Now Pate trying to feed it through some legs, but the first period will come to an end. 1-0 lead for the Trojans. We will get a resurface here and see you back in about 10 minutes. Period number 2, just about underway here. Wayzata now going left to right on your TV or streaming device. This is the Nelson Harmon Upsaw line along with Nussbaum. That's about well defensively. It's going to be Nelson here. Swings it around the far side in the direction of Harmon. It's off a skate there. And now a bouncing puck right in a Tierney. Had to make an alert save there. He covers it up as well, so we're going to face off to Tierney's left. And a line change. It's Weingartner, Peterson. There's a nice block right there by Weingartner. And it's clear into the back. Defensively here. It's past the reach of Preston all the way down here for Curry. Curry behind his own goal, leaves it behind for Preston. Preston up the middle looking for Pate. Looked like he maybe lost an edge there. Came to Peterson. Peterson trying to get it to Weingartner. Instead, it's Rogers on the lead. Preston now towards Peterson. Behind him off the skate. Rogers able to clear only as far as the red line where Boutwell hands it off to Nelson. It's Nelson Olsen turning now. This is Nussbaum at center ice who turns it in the direction of the blue line. Nelson blew a tire but got it to Olsen. Now he's up. It's back to Nelson. Rebound. Nelson tries to go high on the blocker's side there. Just hit off the goalie's right shoulder. Harmon goes behind the back, avoids another player, gets across the blue line, and comes out here, leaving it back for Harmon. Rogers now being cleared, vacated right hand point, and now it's Boutwell across the line, but someone is stuck deep in the zone, not able to tag up in time, so it'll be an offside. All right. Let us know if the audio is better now. Did a little reset of the mic and took myself off mute, so hopefully it's better now. It's Upsall now at the red line, knocked away from him. He's still got control though. Now down the right-hand side into the corner. It's Weingartner down there for the Trojans. Stolen away from him, and here come the Royals. Off the skate of Preston. Preston now, 2 Royals down there. Look out now, there's a golden opportunity in front and a big save by Tierney. And now the net is off.
Sorry, they said no sound.
No sound.
Sit back, sit back.
All right, sounds like we're back on the audio. Sorry about that. So we'll drop the puck here with Nelson at center. The puck was shot forward off the draw there and just went wide to Tierney's left. Now it comes to Peterson, Peterson to Nelson. Nelson cutting back into the middle to the forehand side, shot and a goal! Nice play by Nelson, weaving his way to his left and then back to his right to the forehand side. Found an opening just past the blocker, and it's 2-0. All right, it's Peterson now regrouping to Boutwell right off the face-off here. Boutwell feeds it off the boards in the general direction of the Rogers zone, and now it'll come back to Boutwell. Backhand clearing attempt there is picked off. Now here comes Rogers. Good stick by Boutwell to prevent that centering pass. It does come all the way back to the point. Now it's nice play by Nelson there at the blue line to knock the puck out of the zone. He's got another chance. Cutting in the middle for Pate. It's Pate. Tried to go 5-hole and denied. Nussbaum keeps it in at the blue line. It's Peterson down there on the forecheck. Pate gonna join, and it will come to Jamo in the corner. Jamo now peels off the boards, knocked away from him out to Curry. And now it'll come all the way to the near side. It's a rolling puck where Nussbaum keeps it in. A little traffic there at the blue line, and Rogers able to clear. There across the Wayzata blue line now. It's Olsen with a nice job on the back check. Rogers will now feed it up over the glass, out of play. Ref's trying to figure something out here. Maybe they were just trying to get the puck. It'll be outside the zone. It's Weingartner, Olsen, and Turunen. Puck sent in by the Royals. It's Preston leaving it behind, trying to get it to Olsen here on the right wing side. Centering attempt now. Good job by Curry to tie up his guy so he couldn't get all of that attempt. He did shoot it, it just went wide. Now it's Weingartner in behind in a battle. Turunen jumping down to help out. It comes to Ethan. He goes up the middle towards Preston. Preston with a move around one, and then he kind of lost his footing. Comes to Olsen, though. Olsen to the face-off dot. Tried to do something there, either a pass or a shot, and it was knocked away, but he gathered it in the corner, got it back to Preston at the point. Now it's Rogers clearing the zone where Harmon will gather it in for Wayzata. Harmon right up the gut. Knocked away, but it comes to Preston. Preston now down the left wing side. Down into the corner. Backhand pass attempt. A little behind Harmon, and it comes all the way back into the Wayzata zone. Boutwell on the regroup back there. He'll go near side looking for Harmon. Harmon with a nice job to field that pass, and ultimately goes down into the far corner for Nelson. Nelson. Top of the circle, nice pass, a little chip pass over to Nussbaum. His shot is deflected high up and off the glass, and then Upsall centered it in front. Rogers able to clear it. Little stop and go move there by Major Nussbaum, nicely done. It comes to Harmon here on the right wing boards. He'll dump it in behind. Nelson down there in a race to the puck. Gets there, takes a slash, and now Harmon backhands it further down into the corner. Upsall with a nice job to body his guy off the puck. And now it's up to the point for Boutwell with a little space. Makes a move, cuts to the backhand. Knocked away, but comes to Nelson. Nelson chipping it towards the front of the goal, where it will be covered by Rogers. Be Weingartner on the draw here. He's got Pate to his left, Peterson to his right. It's going to come to Pate, who tried to muscle his way to the front of the net. The puck was knocked back into the corner, and Curry steps in, and now he tries to get to the middle as well. Puck comes out to the neutral zone for Preston. Nice play here to Weingartner, avoids one checker. Now he's across the blue, good at the line. Weingartner down into the corner. There's a hard hit there, dangerous one. There's a rough. Let's see what they call here. That was a dangerous looking play. Let's see here if they're going to give him a 2 and 10 potentially for, I don't know, boarding. looks like that's what's going to happen. They're still holding the door open here. A discussion at the bench. Yeah, so it's a 2 and 10. So Wayzata will have a 2-minute power play here. It's Nelson out there with Turunen. This is Nussbaum at the right point. Knocked out to center ice. Nussbaum will go D to D over to his partner Luke Boutwell. Boutwell looking for Olsen on the left wing side. He got just enough of it to avoid the icing and then nicely jumps in on the forecheck to steal the puck. And now it's Nelson setting up on the half boards here. Olsen trying to feed it in front, hit the back of the net. Clearing attempt by Rogers, held by Boutwell. Now a nice pass to Turunen in front. Shot, rebound for Nelson. And the goalie again looking behind him. The puck was underneath his pad. Nice play there. Centering attempt to Turunen. Turunen went back against the grain, and the Rogers goalie had to make a nice save with the left pad. Weingartner now with Upsall. This is going to be Preston with the shot from the point. Went a little wide, and Curry will now step down into the play. There's a hard hit from behind, right in the numbers. 2 feet away from the referee, no call. Preston will have to retreat for Wayzata. Now it's to Weingartner. Now it's Preston on the near side. Preston now gets a shot on from a sharp angle. Good shot there. Rebound a little too strong. Now comes to Upsall. He's got a little space. Nice pass looking for Weingartner on the back door. Just tipped away by Rogers at the last minute. Preston now trying to center it. Rogers will fire it the length of the ice. That should be an icing, and it is. I'm astonished that they didn't call that check from behind. No real excuse for that. Coach Chase asking the refs the same thing. All right, it'll be Nelson now, centering Peterson on the right and Pate on the left with 30 seconds left in the power play. Peterson sent it back towards the point, but it's came out to the neutral zone. Now it's up the middle for Nelson. Sticked away from him where Nussbaum will grab it. Nussbaum wide to his backhand side. Rogers is trying to play the body a little more forcefully in this period, and luckily able to avoid that one. Now it's Boutwell controlling at the point. He'll give it to Pate. Pate circling, top of the circles, down low for Nelson. It's off his stick. Rogers full strength now. Back down to Pate. Pate behind the net to the backhand. Is going to give the old lacrosse-style Michigan an attempt there, but the puck came off his stick. Now it's Nussbaum with a nice job with the stick there to prevent an oncoming rush. And now it's Nelson up the middle. Boutwell spins to the ice, gets back up, feeds it to Pate. Pate with the shot goes just wide. Still Pate's got it. Now it's Nelson with the shot on the goal. Nice play there by Pate to gather in his own rebound and fed it to Nelson in front, who knocked it in for a 3-goal lead. Puck back down in play. It's Preston on the near side. Takes a hit as he chips the puck into the zone. It's Weingartner down there on the forecheck. He wins the puck, and now it's back to Olsen at the point. Olsen's shot is blocked. He follows it up and sends it in behind. Turunen sending it in the direction of Upsall. His centering attempt knocked away. Comes all the way to the point. Nice play by Preston to keep that one in as he absorbed a body check. Now it's Rogers trying to find a guy behind the D. Passes well behind him and all the way down for an icing. Nelson on the draw now, comes to Peterson. Peterson back to Nussbaum, his shot. Good blocker save there as Harmon was right there on the doorstep, just couldn't get a stick on it to try to redirect. Now it's Harmon trying to peel off the boards, knocked away from him. And Rogers will gather it in now there across the blue line. Great back check there by Nelson. Nelson clears it outside the zone. Harmon was looking for a transition attempt there, but it was stolen by Rogers and sent back in offside. Nelson on the draw here. It's Nelson with Peterson and Harmon. This is Boutwell trying to jump in and intercept that zone entry attempt. Nice play here by Harmon. It's to Nelson. Nelson chips it in front towards Peterson just in his skates. Couldn't get a handle on it, and it's Rogers back the other way. Nussbaum back there. Spins, loses a edge as he goes down, and Rogers now has it behind the goal. Their centering attempt went off the side. And they'll try again from down low. Again, same deal off the side of the net there. Nelson clears it to the left point, held in by the Royals. Nussbaum with it now. Back in behind for Boutwell. Boutwell sends it out off the Rogers player's shin pad, and Nelson's got it on the steal, tried to cut to the middle, knocked away from him as Wayzata getting some line changes here behind the play. Nussbaum jumps across the blue line, that'll be just offside. Weingartner out there with Pate at left wing, Upsall at right. Rogers clears to the red line. Olsen back there defensively for the Trojans as Curry, I believe, is trying to shake off some cobwebs after that check from behind a few minutes ago. Now it's Upsall on the right wing side. Nice centering pass in the direction of Weingartner. It was chipped away from Nolan as he went to make a move towards the front of the net, and now Rogers has a chance to clear the zone. Far side wing. Nice play there by Olsen. And Pate will gather it in. Pate at the blue line trying to go wide. Knocks his guy down, and it's Upsall following, trying to get it to Pate. It comes instead to Olsen. There's a shot right on. Sharp angle rebound attempt. And now Wayzata player dumped after the whistle there. All right, it's Nelson here with Peterson and Turnen. Nelson's going to gather it in off the board, spins away from two white jerseys, now trying to get it to the point to Nussbaum over to Boutwell. He was trying to feed it back down in the direction of Nelson, and the Royals were able to clear. Now they've got to hold up at the blue line. That allows Nussbaum to step up and prevent that clearing attempt. Now, shot right on, and Tierney has to be alert to gobble that one up. All right, it's Olsen getting it outside the zone here. Weingartner's got Harmon with him. He's also got Upsall cruising towards the back post. Knocked away, and it comes back to the point. This is Olsen with the shot attempt. That one knocked away by Rogers. And it comes out to center ice for Preston. Playing catch with his D partner, Griffin Olsen. And now an errant pass goes to Rogers. Picked off by Harmon. He's got to wait for a second. Upsall gets onside. Harmon weaving his way through traffic. Backhanded shot right on and a save. All right, it'll be Nelson on the draw. He's flanked by Peterson on his right and Pate on his left. It's going to come to Pate right off the face-off. Sharp angle shot there. Went up high, maybe even off the goalie's mask, as Pate jumped in right off the draw and had a good opportunity. Same thing here, Pate cutting towards the middle, knocked away, comes to Peterson, he's on his backhand side. Now it's back to Nussbaum, down towards Pate, another sharp angle shot there. Goes up and over the net, and it's on the far side now. Rogers will clear it out. Now it's Peterson on the right wing side, trying to sneak by his guy, gets it to Pate down below, centering attempt back towards Peterson, just didn't quite connect, and now here comes Rogers outside the zone. Nice back check there by Peterson and by Nussbaum, and it's Nelson back the other way. Nelson cutting to his right, behind the goal. Now up to the far point to Boutwell. He spins, Pate with a shot. Stopped by the right pad of Rogers. Nelson avoids a check there. Comes to Pate, backhanding towards Upsall, but cleared by Rogers. Nussbaum at the point to Pate. Pate to the backhand side, briefly had Nelson cruising towards the far post, couldn't get it to him, and Rogers now from center ice will dump it into the zone. Coming to Pate here on the left wing boards, his centering pass is picked off, the shot goes up and over the goal. Boutwell now towards Upsall on the right wing boards. Rogers now controlling down below the goal line, centering attempt. There's a shot and a goal as Tierney was tangled up with a Rogers player. We'll see what they're going to call here. Tierney had been knocked down as a Rogers player went hard to the goal, maybe about a second before that shot came in. I think it's going to be no goal here. Rogers coach pleading his case. Yeah. Indeed, it is no goal. So the face-off will come outside the zone. I'm a little biased, but I think it was the right call. All right, right off the face-off here, it's going to be an icing with 3 seconds to go in period number 2. Liam Curry back on the ice. Good to see Liam again. He's kind of suffered 2 different injuries in this game that have knocked him out for a few minutes at a time, but he's back out there now. Shot attempt there off the face-off goes wide, and Wayzata will take a 3-0 lead into the third period. All right, we're back. It is Nelson centering Harmon and Upsall here to start things in the third period. Rogers trying to clear one out of the zone. Good play by Boutwell to step in. And then I think he deflected it into the zone offside. It's Rogers sending it down into the Wayzata end. Nussbaum retreating for the Trojans. His breakout attempt ended up coming towards the front of the goal, and Tierney pounced on it, and we'll get a face-off to Tierney's left, and we'll get a line change. So now it's Weingarner, Peterson, and Pate, Preston, and Curry. Weingarner on the draw, wins it back into the corner. Curry, Peterson on the far side there, trying to chip it ahead towards Weingarner. Preston throws a body down in the corner. And Rogers trying to battle for it down there. They get it back up to the point. Shot right on there. I don't know if that hit Tierney or a Rogers player, but anyways, Pate will take it outside the zone. A little transition here. It's Peterson over to Weingarner. Weingarner drops it to Pate. He shoots it. Stick goes flying out of the hand of the Rogers defender, and the Royals are able to get it back into the Wayzata end. Preston here, good luck to find Pate alone on the left wing boards, and a great pass up the middle to Weingarner. Weingarner putting the shoulder down, right hand side, shot! It sure looked like it was across the line to me. Keep playing, boys. Game's still going. It's Olsen shooting down towards the corner. Boutwell and Weingarner were, I think, celebrating what they thought was a goal. The puck was trickling on or near the goal line and never across it. Now it's Olsen trying to cut down the middle. Spinning and shooting. It's Boutwell behind the goal. Shot there goes off the side, and now it's Nelson looking for the Hattie, and his shot goes off the blocker, up and out of play. Yeah, it was really close. You could see the puck just sort of spinning as it was sitting on the goal line. The referees, I don't think, were on the goal line or behind the net to be able to get a good view of it. So it's no goal. A discussion happening here. I guess they were discussing it just to make sure that they didn't think it did cross the line, and they don't. So it's an offensive zone draw here. Comes to Rogers outside the zone. Here they go down the left wing side, cutting to the middle. Nice job by Nussbaum there to get a stick on that shot attempt. And it goes harmlessly wide now. Nelson avoids an oncoming Royal as he chips it outside the zone. It's back for Boutwell now. Banks it off the boards for Nelson. Nelson across the blue line. Fires one on goal there. And rebound is sitting loose. Comes to Olsen, and now Turner, and now Preston with the shot. Hit somebody. Maybe friendly fire there. And it went out of play. That might have hit Olsen in front of the net. Weingarner on the draw now, comes to Curry, bouncing puck there. Comes into the corner, body goes flying down there. Harmon trying to cut towards the center of the ice. It's knocked away from him and comes to Preston. Backhand pass in the direction of Upsall. Upsall gets in front of the clearing attempt now, and Rogers will retreat behind their own goal. Left-hand side here, Curry trying to jump in and hold it. He does momentarily, then it comes to the red line. Harmon and Curry in a battle there.
How are you doing? Good to see you.
And now Preston will retreat for the Trojans. Trying to chip it by his guy in the direction of Weingarner, but Rogers has control behind the net. Weingarner is there defensively towards Peterson, held at the blue line. Preston with a nice play there. And it'll be cleared by Harmon up the left wing boards. Harmon trying to chip it by his guy. Hung up there in a skate. Good job by Harmon to keep the momentum going in the right direction. Now it's all the way on the far side for Nelson. Stick handles around one, goes around another. Shoots it. Harmon may have got a stick on that. And it'll be covered up by Rogers. Nelson on the draw here. It's Peterson trying to send it back to the point. Knocked away, and here comes Rogers. Pate and Boutwell there to intercept that clearing attempt, and Pate will gather it in and go with speed down the left-hand side. Nelson cutting in the middle. His shot attempt blocked into the far corner. It's Pate. Feeds it off the boards to himself. Nice play there. Pate looking for Peterson in the middle, and now another centering attempt flipped up in the air and is gloved down by the Rogers goaltender. Nelson here. Peterson gets it back towards Preston. Preston with the shot right on. Rebound bounces right to the Rogers defenseman who clears it. And now Curry sending it back in the direction of the neutral zone, but Rogers is able to dump it in behind. Tierney out to stop it. Clearing attempt there goes past everybody. I think they're going to rule that Rogers could have played it. So no icing. Wayzata getting some changes. Here's an interception by Olsen. Fires it high and over the net. Rogers now with a speed across the blue line. Top of the circles, they fire one over the cage as Wayzata completes their line change. Good stick there by Nussbaum. Off the boards looking for Olsen again, and it comes to Turnen. Nice little feed there by Turnen in the middle to Weingartner. Cuts to his left, to the forehand. Tried to sneak it over the glove, and it went high and over the goal. Rogers trying to clear it up the gut. Here they have an opportunity. Rogers, good back check by Boutwell, who might have got a stick on that, and the shot goes clanking off the crossbar. Cleared into the corner now. Rogers, top of the circle. Good job by Turnen to jump in front of that one. Shot goes wide to Tierney's right. And Weingartner helping out behind the goal here. Centering attempt here, sitting in the crease. And Tierney slides to his right and makes a nice save there on the rebound. Nelson on the draw, wins it back to Preston. D to Curry. Curry with a little sauce pass to Nelson, who's got it outside the zone. Good at the blue line. Nelson cutting towards the middle, getting a lot of attention. And it's cleared to Preston. Preston looking for now Upsall on the left wing boards. Got caught up in some traffic at the blue line. And we'll try again, this time with Harmon. Sends it in off a stick. Nelson there on the forecheck. Now Rogers able to clear it. Good play there by Preston to read where that pass was going to go and jump in front of it. Now it's going to be offside at the Rogers blue line. Weingartner here on the draw. Peterson in pursuit on the left wing side there. Down into the corner where Weingartner will jump in. He'll feed it up the boards towards Pate, trying to chip it by his guy. The puck bounces up in the air, and then it comes right to a Rogers player who was free in front of the net, and he tucks it away. And now we've got a 3-1 game here. little bit of an unfortunate bounce there. The shot attempt was blocked. It went up in the air and dropped down right where the Rogers player was in front of the goal. So a 2-goal advantage now. A little over 8 minutes to go. It's Curry regrouping with Preston. Nice breakout here to Nelson. Nelson's got Turunen going to the post, tried to feed it over to him and intercepted by Rogers. Now here they come outside the zone. Good play by Olsen there. But it's in behind, again, behind the Wayzata net here. Preston back there. Good job not to take a penalty there as he was wrapped up a little bit with the attacking player. Now it comes to Preston. Preston to the red line. Crossing the blue, makes a little move. Backhand pass towards Nelson on the back post. Just couldn't quite get a handle on it. And now it's going to come to almost outside the zone. Good play by Olsen to keep it in. A couple of Wayzata players going for changes behind the play here. Fresh body is Harmon off the bench, and he keeps it in at the blue line. Rogers now will send it all the way down. That'll be an icing. Weingartner on the draw here. Comes to Harmon, trying to sneak over to his backhand. It was knocked away. Upsall in there digging for it, and Rogers comes away with it. We go down the left-hand side. Boutwell there for the Trojans. Rogers trying to center it. There's a shot. Nice save by Tierney with the right arm. He deflects it up and out of play. Equipment issue there with Tierney is fixed now, and it's going to be Weingartner on the face-off here. Rogers going to send it in behind. Nussbaum there for the Trojans. Boutwell knocks his guy off the puck, and it comes to Pate. Pate, far side looking for Peterson, chips it by his guy. He's got it down the right wing side, cutting to his backhand. Knocked away there. He avoids a body check there, and it comes in behind for Pate. Cleared up to the blue line. Really handsy play here by number 21. Getting the hands up a couple different times. And it's all the way down for an icing. All right, Nelson on the draw. Olsen sends it back to Curry. Curry was looking for a redirection there. Instead, it's Turunen. Behind to Nelson. Centering was looking for Olsen cutting to the net. Instead, it's Rogers back the other way. Preston back there for the Trojans. Turns. Rogers trying to center it. Good play by Curry to tie up his guy in front of the net. Another bouncing puck. Curry able to glove it down and control it. Jeez. Takes a hit behind the net. There's a shot right on. Tierney has to be there for that one. And Preston gathers it. And he'll clear the zone. Nice job here by Preston. He gets to the blue line. Goes wide. Bottom of the circle. Centering towards Olsen. And he was tied up in front. Couldn't get much on the shot attempt. Preston will fire one from the far boards, and he'll go off for a change as the puck is knocked away from Boutwell. Nussbaum is on, and a good back check, a good recovery by Boutwell there. And the shot goes harmlessly wide to Tierney's left. Rogers now getting some changes as Boutwell surveys his options. He's just going to carry it if nobody's going to jump up into the play to try to prevent him. And now it's Rogers clearing it just outside the blue line. It's going to be Nelson. And Rogers regrouping behind their own net now. They will send it towards the Wayzata blue line and offside at the blue line. Weingarner on the draw here, comes back to Curry, to Preston. He's got some space here going up the middle. It's off of Peterson's stick, and Rogers will clear it back in as far as the blue line. Nice play there by Weingarner to steal that one away and prevent the clean zone entry. Rogers now cutting towards the blue line. Good stick by Pate to knock that one away, and Curry feeds it off the boards. Right back into the zone by Rogers. Pate backhands it out towards center ice. Rogers trying to regroup on the far side. Peterson over there comes to Preston. Spinning away from one. Nice play there. Looking up the middle now. It's for Weingarner. Weingarner behind the back to Pate. Pate's got some space. His shot was blocked by Rogers into the corner. Peterson now in there on the forecheck. He's got it. Looking for Weingarner for a shot that went just wide. Pate spinning away from one behind the goal. Now it's towards the net. Rebound attempt goes wide. And now Rogers is able to get it out to the red line. Nussbaum there. He'll send it right back in. And it looks like they're going to call offside. No, icing, I guess. Was a half step short of the red line on that, maybe? So the face-off will come into the Wayzata zone. Nelson on the draw here, comes to Nussbaum. Nelson still battling, look out, centering towards the goal there. A backhanded shot, Tierney steered that in behind. Now it's Boutwell battling. Nussbaum jumping into the play. He takes a hit. It comes to Olsen. He'll clear it outside the blue line. Rogers offside at the blue line. So it's Nelson at center. Left wing is Turnin. This is Turnin trying to get the puck towards the Rogers end. Instead, it bounces back on the stick of Curry now. Curry behind the net. Nelson will jump into the play. He feeds it off the right wing boards looking for Olsen, but back in behind. Rogers now controlling to the near point here. Turnin is out there. Went off. The shot went off the head of the Rogers player and deflected directly in front to a different Rogers player who was all alone and put it away for a 3-2 game. One of the stranger goals you'll see there. Hopefully the Rogers player is okay. He's still holding his head. So we'll get a center ice draw here. It's Weingarner with Harmon and Upsall. Rogers sends it deep. Nussbaum reverses over to the near side. Harmon over there. As is Weingarner. Now look out, another centering attempt. Nussbaum got a stick on that one. Now it's back to the far point. Rogers has a little extra jump in their step suddenly. Now it's just a 1-goal deficit. Harmon clears it out to center. Right back in, offside. It'll be a center ice draw here with just over 2 minutes to go. It's Nelson, Peterson, and Pate, Nussbaum and Boutwell defensively. Nice play there by Nussbaum to step up and deny the zone entry, and it comes to Nelson. Near side for Boutwell, looking for Pate. Look out. Rogers steps in front of it, and they're down into the corner there. Nussbaum with a nice play there to muscle the puck away, and it comes to Nelson up the right wing side. Rogers in the neutral zone here, trying to regroup. It comes to Boutwell, and Rogers is making wholesale changes. That opens up a lot of ice here. Boutwell looking for Weingarner. A little miscommunication there, and Rogers is able to recover. Puck will come all the way to Preston now. Preston now fires it off into the neutral zone where it's played with a high stick by Rogers. Face-off will come all the way down in the Rogers end with 1 minute and 9 seconds to go. All right, so it's Weingarner, Olsen, and Turunen here. Curry and Preston defensively. This one's going to come to Curry. He gets it over to Preston. Nice regroup here to Weingarner as they keep the puck down in the Rogers end. Ticking under a minute now. It's Olsen looking for a centering attempt for Turunen. Knocked away, but in the meantime, good job by the Wayzata forecheckers to occupy the play down here. Now it comes to center. Weingarner kicks it to himself and sends it in deep again. Turunen on the chase there. Good job. Just tie it up down there, Ethan. He does for a few seconds, and now Weingarner jumps in to do the same. Rogers trying to regroup, still deep in their own end. Olsen over there for the Trojans. Sent off the boards. No icing. And now it's Turunen with Curry going to the backhand, trying to chip it out. It's held at the blue line. There's a shot gloved by Tierney and held with 10 seconds to go. So it'll be a defensive zone draw here. It'll be Nelson on the draw to Tierney's left. We've got Boutwell and Nussbaum out there defensively. Harmon and Upsall are the other wingers. Empty net in the far end as Rogers has pulled the goalie. There's a shot blocked by Harmon, and it comes out to the neutral zone. That should just about do it. 2-1, and the Trojans hang on for a much-needed and well-deserved win, 3-2 over Rogers.